Welcome back. It's the undefeated RSC, the mighty, mighty Ringside Club. Like we always do around this time, it's survey time. So fellas, survey question to go around the ring is, who is the best manager of all time? I'm going Bobby the Brain Heenan.
I got Paul Heyman.
Say Jimmy Hart.
Holla, holla, holla. Teddy Long.
It's episode 10, player. Peace to the gods, the Ringside Club pod. My name is A.O. Say you're the Ron the Don. Blame Boogie while you at it, blame Chad Law. K-Fabe is dead, break the fourth wall. Whatever style, whether it's lucha or strong style. Come through the venue, fly, burn the bar down. Back to the pad, chop it up for the par. Ringside Club, intro to the squad as the show starts. God almighty, he's got a family, damn it. God damn, he's got a family. Peace to the gods, peace to the earths. Broadcasting live from the Empire Tri-State. We are the Ringside Club, and you're tuned in to RSC Around the Rings. It's a pro wrestling roundtable show. We drop weekly, and it's hosted by the best four-man booth in the game. Everything you need to know you can find at therinsideclub.com. But in case you don't know, you can subscribe to the video on YouTube, the audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, everywhere you get your podcasts. Trust me, we are there. Plus, across all social media. That means Twitter, that means TikTok, Instagram, that means Facebook. You could tell a friend, they'll probably tell a friend. You can come chill with the club. It's lit over here, you heard me. Now, as far as I go, me, myself, Irene, I go by the name of A.O. Baker. Socials at DJ A.O. Baker. Tag out, pass it to the homie.
Hey, who are you? Let me introduce you to the other Don.
Damn right, I am Ron the Don, your K-Crusader and the 5-foot player from the Himalayas. You can catch me on old socials at Ron Don PMF. Yo, cop the coffee, cop the hats. We out here. We kick it to the white chocolate brother to the left. What's good, man?
You, everybody's favorite scapegoat, Blame Boogie. You can catch me at your local Pathmark, man, stealing some cologne out the cologne aisle.
Nah,
Breaking the glass.
On a Pathmark is top tier Connecticut filthy, man. That is awful, bro. First of all, does Pathmark even have cologne? And is the Pathmark even still exist anymore? That's kind of crazy.
Yo, if Food Town is still around, Pathmark is still around.
There's one or two somewhere. It ain't completely out. It ain't completely done.
The champ is here.
You heard.
It's the kid himself, Young Godiva, Chad Law, CHADLAW. I'm in the spot right now, the Ringside Club. You guys heard the entrance. I'm here at the ring right now. I'm not even going to waste any time. I got a major announcement. Word to Excalibur. It's a major announcement.
Drum roll, please.
Ringside Club. As your Ringside Club predictions champion, I am deciding that next week, in light of Bound for Glory being the prelude to WWE Extreme Rules, we will be bringing in the Around the Rings Championship. That's right, y'all. See, as your Ringside Club predictions heavyweight champion, I don't intend on losing this belt at Extreme Rules. What? And me personally, I would like to be a champ. So it's like, why not just introduce the Around the Rings Championship? So, AO has got House of Glory, and, we've got New England Championship Wrestling and MLW and NWA. We've got other various different shows that aren't AEW or WWE major pay-per-views. And, I'm always in tune with NWA and Impact, and it's like, why not just have a predictions championship for that too? Episode 10, major announcement. There you go. Coming next week. The Around the Rings Championship, Prediction Championship will be ladies and gentlemen. The
This
Around
man
the
just
Ring
said.
Predictions Championship is now introduced to the Ringside Club. Make some noise.
He said, "I'm gonna introduce a title for the little people."
Yeah, fucking arrogant.
For them down there.
I mean, hey, we've got a lot of wrestling, and it's like, why not just shoot our predictions? I mean, hey, we're all here watching it, you know. So,
Right.
Nigga said the New England.
Yo, the New England clam chowder cruiserweight title is disgusting. Kid.
Yo, there's
He just
Impact,
basically called us
MLW.
all jobbers, bro. He said we're jobbers.
Bro,
and
jobbers.
He said you can fight over this mid-card shit. I'll hold it too just to make it look cool. But for now, y'all can fight over this because I ain't giving this other one up for a while. I'm Roman Reigns. Shut the fuck up. I got this.
I can't wait for Extreme Rules prediction. Like, we have to do that show very shortly because I can't wait to defend the title. I haven't defended the belt since All Out. It's been a while, guys.
I'm disgusted.
That's it. That's the intro. Cut to commercial break if we got to. The champ has spoken. I'm out.
What's our first topic, man?
Yeah, let's get right to it.
Let's move along.
Move along. All right, topic number 1. Let's get right into it. So I was like, hey, instead of recapping a bunch of shit that went on this week, because a bunch of shit went on this week, but it was all right. Some cool shit, some not so cool shit. I said, yo, let's come up with something kind of cool. So here's what I came up with. Create your own faction. Out of all of the wrestlers that you've actually seen, that you know about, create a faction, including 1 world champ, tag team champions, and 1 mid-card champ. And the only caveat is pretty much that whoever your mid-card champ is could never have been a world champ. So let's get right into mine. Starting at the mid-card, I'm going Dean Malenko, one of the best in-ring guys to never, ever hold a world championship. My tag team, I'm going Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray. Yeah, they won a bunch of titles, but as far as I'm concerned, they're underrated, and they should be in more conversations as far as I'm concerned. And world title, I'm going Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam should have had a longer run. He should have had multiple runs as far as being on top of WWE. I'm not sure if he was on top of ECW while ECW was still ECW, but there is no such thing as a whack RVD match. He's actually still out there. I think he had a match a couple weekends ago with Dante Martin somewhere. But he's probably like your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. A lot of shit that they do, he did first. And as far as I'm concerned, best frog splash in the game. No disrespect to Montez Ford nor Eddie Guerrero. So recap, RVD, Harlem Heat, Dean Malenko. Ron, it's on you.
Sir. So after you put this question in the chat, had to think about it real quick, and these are the people I came up with. So for my mid-carder, I put Ricochet because he's one of the best high flyers I've seen in the last 10 years. For my tag team, I got the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Because I like Shawn Michaels. They say like he's probably one of the best. One of the best performers of his time.
Bro,
Jannetty's pretty good. Why, you not feeling that, Chad?
No. It was just like that was no. I didn't expect you. I just didn't expect Ron to even say like Marty Jannetty was like.
Oh yeah, because he said any generation, right? So listen, so I like Marty Jannetty. Yeah, because you said tag team. So Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Makes sense.
So it's like Shawn Michaels is probably one of the best in-ring performers of all time, and Marty Jannetty is pretty good too. And then. You know what I'm saying?
Bottom line is
Yo, have we seen? No, I can't front though. I have not seen any Marty Jannetty matches in my lifetime outside of the Rockers. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I haven't either, but he was pretty good as a tag team. So he said tag team, so I chose a tag team. He wasn't gonna be my mid carder, so for those reasons. And as my world champion, I put AJ Styles up there, the phenomenal AJ Styles. One of the best workers and best talent in the last God knows how long.
I think he's still the best right now. I don't know
absolutely.
What anybody says.
Yep, absolutely.
But we're not doing women's too. We're not having a woman in the faction.
Do what you want.
I could be next week.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll come up with a woman's. Yeah, we could do that next week.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it was going to include it with this one. You didn't want to include like one. You know what I'm saying? You got to have like the lady in the stable. You know what I'm saying?
I think like the first lady is kind of whack though, because like you're always gonna leave somebody out. You need like a full complete women's stable.
A stable.
It's gonna be hard with the tag teams though, but we could probably do mid card world.
All right. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So as soon as AO gave us this like topic earlier, I already knew what I was gonna say, just because there's been a lot of like different shit going on, different topics about these guys, different stories running around. Kevin Nash started his own podcast, so it's pretty dope. But yeah, I just picked the Click. So I put, I made up my own tag team, but my mid card champion, I picked 1, 2, 3 Kid. At that time, I think it was just pretty dope. He ended up, taking off by beating one of the people in his group that he ended up becoming a group member of the Click with beating Razor Ramon for his debut. And then for my tag team, I made up a tag team. I picked Shawn Michaels, but not with fucking Marty Jannetty. I picked Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash. I just made a tag team out of Diesel and Shawn Michaels. I thought that would be pretty cool.
Two dudes with attitudes.
Just to have them as, and I think they actually weren't they? They weren't a tag team champions.
Two dudes with attitudes. Yeah, they were. That's legit.
So we'll throw them in there, and then my world title holder would be Scott Hall, just because he never got a championship and he fucking deserved it more than anybody I could think of. So that's what I have.
It's my time.
Oh boy,
Jesus.
Mid card. I'm gonna start with mid card. I'm going Scott Steiner because I need somebody that's abrasive, can talk, and can just beat people up, and I don't have to have him high placed in a top priority match. So Scott Steiner is my Intercontinental or U.S. champion. My tag team champions are going to be AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. I know they're not a tag team, or they might not have really tag team even in Impact, but I would put them together because them together in their prime of Impact, amazing. Like I would easily put them together because they have the best matches. So I would make them my tag team champions. Are we going to do a cruiserweight, or are we just going to do a world?
It's your faction, kid. It's your world. What you want to do?
My cruiserweight champion is going to be Juventud Guerrero.
Juventud, all right.
Because the Juvie driver is going to get over every time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go with my world heavyweight champion. I'm going to go with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Every time, the best professional wrestler on the planet.
Fire. Yo, before I pass to Ron, fucking my theory is like Sean Waltman is probably one of the most influential of the last 20 years. If I'm not mistaken, I might have read that he's the one that first started doing that click sign. I think it's from like some Russian mafia shit, but he was the first one to do it. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the one that started doing the crotch chop, that DX shit. I think he started doing that first. So all of that shit that people still do, that the Young Bucks bit and Bullet Club and all that, I think all of that comes from Sean Waltman. Plus, when he first was in WWE, there wasn't anybody at his size that was really pushed. So when he had that fluke victory over Razor Ramon, that was a big deal. He was one of those guys in the heat of it all that jumped back and forth, went to WCW, came back, was on Raw. It was a big deal at that time. I think he was one of the first main guys that went back to WWE, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole other thing, another day. But Sean Waltman is definitely one of them guys that might not be in as many conversations as he should be. So shouts to the kid. Ron.
Word. All right. So the topic I had this week was the utilization of booking of certain talent. So when you're talking about utilizing talent, to me, it's simply trying to get them in a good storyline or situations in the best way possible. Sometimes it doesn't have to be on a national show, but some talent are just not busting their ass to be seen on national television. So take AEW, for example. AEW's roster became very overloaded, and they, of course, created AEW Dynamite and Rampage as their main shows, more so Dynamite, and also AEW Dark and Elevation, which is streamed on YouTube. With such a word.
Damn, Ron, what a scholastic bringing of the topic there.
I ain't even mean to hit the bomb for YouTube. That's
I feel like I'm in phonics class with bombs.
Man got his Wrestling Observer shit real quick.
I'm
word
just,
everything.
I'm came prepared, man. So listen, so with such a loaded roster, it is difficult to get all your talent on a 2 hour dynamite or 1 hour rampage. I know for me personally, I don't have time or the attention span sometimes to watch Dark and Elevation, although there are some dope talent on there. And I know there are other guys like me who'll go through the same thing.
You
All they
are.
can watch all they can watch or want to watch is Dynamite and Rampage, and although Rampage is iffy half the time,
Three
so
quarters of the time, 75
yeah,
percent.
I might even argue that Elevation and Dark sometimes might even be better than Rampage, which is kind of
Yeah,
wild.
it's wild and
yeah.
definitely not going to tune in. Unfortunately, don't have the time. But so now let's talk about shows like Dynamite, Rampage, and Raw and SmackDown. These are supposed to be your main shows to display your talent or who you want to push and utilize properly. Now, for the last few weeks, we have seen an improvement in the WWE product and utilization and better booking for certain talent, but some have not been used well, utilized well, or our favorite word we like to use is booked well. So
Booking, everything is
booking,
booking.
we say booking like 1,000 times a day. Um, so some of the talent I was thinking about that came to mind was like Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Viking Raiders. They, although they've been utilized better, felt like they haven't been seen lately for a certain reason. I don't know why.
Yo, ain't one of them injured? One of the Viking Raiders out?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not
Eric,
sure, but
Eric
what's
got a
going on?
leg injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay,
he,
yeah,
he been
that
I
injured
sucks.
a
think it's
lot.
hiking. Hiking is out.
Hike.
The
I
The
never.
Hiking,
hiking
not
Viking,
the
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 low.
Viking.
Viking, hiking the Viking is mad racist against Vikings, yo.
No, the hiking Viking is out.
Hiking Viking. Okay. Um. Uh. Yeah. So the maximum male models, and because you
For
got
sure.
your man Mansoor looking like he bought clothes from the sports section at Victoria's Secrets. You gotta cut that shit
Fam,
out.
whose man's is Mansoor? Who claimed him?
Yo,
Not me.
Hey man,
Nah.
best of luck with that stuff. You know,
um,
I just think it's a
yeah,
stupid gimmick. I don't know. Whatever.
listen,
Yeah.
listen, your man, Max Dupree quit the Maximum Male Models tonight. So
Eli
let's
Drake,
so
Eli
let's
Drake
see what.
coming back.
Yep, let's see what happens.
Free LA Knight.
Bring
Um,
back Eli Drake.
oh, facts. So your girl Shotzi too, who we've been seeing a little more often now. I'm trying to figure out where the hell is Dominic Dijakovic. Where the hell is our truth?
Good
Although
point. I
he's
was actually wondering the other day what happened to the 24/7 division, which is kind of wild to even have a thought like that pop in my head.
well, a lot of people wanted to disappear, so I guess we got our wish. So let's see where that goes.
Ezekiel's
Uh,
dead until he grows his beard back.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. They're trying to let that joint grow back.
Yeah.
Um, although he's with Finn Balor, not with Finn Balor, although he's starring some with Finn Balor, I personally want to see AJ Styles back in the WWE title picture or the US title picture. I just want to see him get a belt again. As far as AEW, I want to say Hangman Page, but we saw someone on Dynamite. It looks like he's going to be chasing the title again. Private Party, Andrade. Where the hell is FTR? These guys have tag titles from every damn company. And I've barely seen them on TV anymore.
Andrade's cooked. He's done, my boys.
Yo, I saw that FTR hasn't had a straight 2-on-2 tag team match since like June.
You see what I mean?
More than
Really?
the summer off.
And how many tag titles they got? It's ridiculous.
seven.
It's kind of wild though. I am actually. We got to actually go on a conversation with that at one point. That is a topic for a couple of weeks. If things don't change in a couple of weeks, but them boys got 3 titles, and I never see them defend any of them, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, I've only seen them defended it like once or twice. It's crazy. So I mean, listen, I know it's mad names I'm forgetting, but I know y'all going to chime in with some of them. So if some of these talents are off TV or not being booked or utilized because of personal issues or injuries, forgive me. Just like you said about the Viking Raiders. So I didn't know that, but this hopefully we can see a change after Extreme Rules or some after Full Gear. So I'm gonna throw this question out to you guys. Right now, who do you want or need to see utilized or booked better? Because I know there's a slew of names that we can think of.
Yo, there's a
Let's
ton.
limit it and pick one.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Just pick.
I'll say,
Yeah, let's
yo,
just pick
just
one.
straight up, the first guys that come to mind is going to be FTR, just like we were talking about. Like they haven't, they've been, that AEW ranking system has been a thing that hasn't been a thing because they've been the number one contenders. They've been ranked number one forever. They got 3 titles from a bunch of other federations. Yet we've seen the Acclaim with the titles. We've seen Swerve in Our Glory with the titles. They should have had these one-on-one matches. They didn't have that match with the Young Bucks. Could be all kind of shit that goes on in the back, but it has nothing to do with me. All I do is watch the show.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna say FTR because like I don't understand. Like just either give them the shot, write a story to where we can get to the point where they have a fair 2-on-2 tag match at a pay-per-view. They either win or they lose, and then we figure out where to go from there. But to have them ranked number one plus be champs in 3 other federations just doesn't make any sense. So FTR, book them.
Word. Who you got booked?
I don't think it's fair to even speak about WWE talent because their roster is not deep enough at this point. So, I mean, it's possible that we could talk about somebody that's underutilized there, but that's their problem. I feel like when you don't have a lot of ingredients, it's harder to make something to eat. But when you do, it's like, shame on you. So with AEW, they got far too many ingredients, even with people out, to not book better. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So one name that I know for a fact, in my opinion, that just isn't being booked properly, I don't even think his character is the greatest, but I do feel like if this person were to be rebranded again, you could literally book an entire company off of fucking Miro. So I'm going to say Miro.
That's a good one.
Yep, forgot about him. Want to talk about utilization of peoples? I forgot about Miro.
All he been doing is cutting that same promo from the broom closet for fucking for months.
That man got the most vacations, let me tell you. He's filming a lot.
Tell me one person other than Bobby Lashley that looks more like a professional wrestler than fucking Miro.
Right?
Like,
Miro
what are we fucking doing?
Nah, he really should be in the fold right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. Which pretty much brings me to my guy, Andrade.
Let's go. Oh, please take the floor.
I mean, catching him on Dynamite this week doing a backstage pull-apart segment.
Was he sweeping the floor? Is that what he was doing back there?
Him, Jose Calderon, and not even Roosh was available or Dragon Lee. It was just him and Jose with Private Party and Butcher and Blade being pulled apart, only for Matt Hardy to pop in and say, hey, you should come work back with me, Private Party, and let's make amends because you shouldn't be dwelling in loserdom with Andrade, even though
loserdom.
Even though you don't.
Yo, that's another shirt. That's another shirt.
Somebody write that down.
He does not win with Matt Hardy, but he's just like, I mean, they don't win with Matt Hardy, but instead, this is the reunion we're going. We're going with Andrade, Matt Hardy versus Private Party versus Butcher and Blade, like this 3-on-3. This is horrible for Andrade.
I would rather Ric Flair come back and have them tag together than have Andrade be with fucking Matt Hardy again.
I don't ever want to see Matt. I don't like, fam. I'm really all good on the Hardy. You know, at some point Jeff's gonna come back too, and they're gonna try to push that reunion shit. I don't want to see it.
It's really despicable that Andrade is wasted talent. I think further in AEW than he is in WWE, and I think everyone will agree with us when we say that. It's terrible to see that Andrade is dwindling away, literally just dwindling away in AEW purgatory in the back. Man don't even wrestle on Rampage. He don't wrestle on Dark. Like, I don't know. He's got an injury. I don't know what the case is with Andrade, but it's wasted talent when I look at him. Him and Miro, like them two together, those are two guys, maybe not Miro, but Andrade would probably benefit from going back to the E under the Triple H regime. That's just me.
I think Miro would too. Yeah, I think Miro would too. He probably
if Rusev went back to WWE, I don't know.
He's too ill as Miro. Rusev is dead. Rusev's got to be dead, bro. Miro is way too ill than Rusev.
Yeah, you say that until they hit that fire ass intro music that ain't got no drums, and he come out on the tank again.
Now I feel that way about Jon Moxley. I don't feel like Jon Moxley could ever be Dean Ambrose again, but I do feel like Miro could be Rusev again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yo,
Mhm.
John he's the one guy that I can see like, fam, you should probably not ever go back until the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He probably won't, because
Yeah.
he's when you're the heart and soul of a company, it's just like, my contract's up, I'm going back to the.
yeah, he's one of them guys. Like, it's clear
Yeah.
to me that there are two different characters. You know what I'm saying? Dean Malenko and John Moxley are nowhere near the same.
Dean
For a
Ambrose. Dean Malenko
What'd I
and John
say?
Moxley are totally nothing in the same personality wise.
The Iceman, John Moxley.
Oh shit!
None
Yeah.
of it. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold up.
Word
I'm
up.
getting word from the booth. Somebody just took over the production booth, man. Oh my god!
Coolest fucking. The White
Where
Rabbit
else?
is faded.
Yo, where else but the Ringside Club? You
Yo.
getting that?
Ron,
Yo,
it was
they
you the
have
whole time, Ron.
invaded. They
Listen,
have
man.
invaded. The White
Listen.
Rabbit has come to the Ringside Club.
Listen.
Now we're even getting schooled.
K Crusader has done it again. There you
Bro,
go.
they gotta reveal this, man. Are we getting this revealed at Extreme Rules? Because this is insane. They're even coming to us now.
The Rag God has arrived.
This is the reason why this is my topic today, ladies and gentlemen. This White Rabbit shit is pretty much the coolest shit going on right now because it leads us on a wild goose chase. And
Just
for
pissing
wrestling
me
fans who have nothing better to do than just sit
Pissing
around
me
and watch wrestling, why don't we just go on a wild goose chase too? I mean, for me personally, I'm tired of it already. I want it to just be already revealed, but at the same time, if we could make this a little bit cooler and stop scanning QR codes, I'll be all about it. If somehow Ron's do-rag gets built into this whole thing, I'm 100% down for the games to keep being played. But I just wanted to bring the White Rabbit around the rings again because I figured this is what's going on, so let's see what we got.
How do you follow that? I can't follow that shit, B. I can't
Extreme
follow
rules.
that shit at all.
Extreme Rules is how I gotta follow that. I'll take it from here. Follow that at Extreme Rules. We get the debut of somebody, hopefully. And I mean, I think that's gonna be could be a major icebreaker for the Ringside Club Predictions Heavyweight Championship bout, if I'm not mistaken.
I knew it was the Cape the whole time, but at least we got confirmation now.
If the
Powers
Fiend
that
comes
be have
back with a
confirmed.
Dewey, if the Fiend got the Dewey over the dreads, yo, forget about it. Honestly.
Yo, if Bray comes out with the do-rag, yo.
With the Dewey.
Yo, is it a disappointment at this point if it's anybody other than Bray that pops out?
Baron Corbin? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Anybody, like, yo, if it's anybody other than Bray, is it a disappointment?
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody said it was Sasha Banks. I was like, nah, you gotta relax. I'm like, nah.
I read Baron Corbin, man, and honestly, it's the WWE, so anything's possible. It really could be Baron Corbin.
The only thing I really have to bring to this topic in that regard is this single story with all of this wild goose chase QR code bullshit has more creative fingerprints in it than anything we've seen in the last 45 years out of the WWE, WWF. So to me, there's no way it can't be Bray Wyatt because they don't go to this level of extensivity for anyone, literally. To the point of having jobber parties in the back with Domino's pizza on the fucking counter and QR codes on a podium, and you got to chase this down and that down, and really, like, listen, and it's something that really was brought up on Busted Open, and we bring their podcast up often, but they're the best fucking wrestling podcast in the world. We're getting there, but they're literally, you know what I mean? They are what they are, right? So
Yo, shoot the fair one, Tommy.
Nah, word. So if you think about it, it's making people watch the entire show because you don't know what's going to happen when. You'd have to pay attention because it could happen during a picture-in-picture. It could happen during a match. It could happen during a backstage. It could happen during an interview. So it's kind of a dope situation. And again, this guy is a fucking nutcase. Because if we really go down all these little clues and these goose chases, I know I was killing y'all in the chat with all the little clues I was coming up with, but the most basic one to me is just the fact that his name is Wyndham Rotunda, and we're talking about a white rabbit, and that's WRWR. It's like the easiest thing right there. It's on a platter. But there's a bunch of different shit in there. You know, if it's not him, I'm choking out whoever it is. I'm literally going to break the barricade. I guess is the PC way of saying it, and take out whoever it is if it's not Bray Wyatt. So whatever, send me to jail.
Shit, we got the bail money for you, brother.
Let's go.
We got you.
Baron Corbin. Pretty sure it's Baron Corbin.
Yo, if it's Baron Corbin, that's terrible.
If they're doing all this for Baron Corbin, I literally quit. I quit.
If he
love Baron Corbin, but I quit.
That's
I
if
hear
he
he can cook like hell. I don't know.
If he brings back the wolf gimmick, I was a fan of that. Other than that, I'm cool.
What a wolf
but
and a
like-
rabbit correlate is crazy.
At no
just saw a
point is
wolf
Baron
tonight.
Corbin worth that much effort. Like he doesn't need like that whole. You know, he's never been like a mystery spooky dude. He was just a biker. You know.
But you think WWE wouldn't pull our strings and mess with us in the way that they would build this up and then pull the
Of
rug?
course they will.
Like, hey guys,
No, absolutely. I'm just
It was
saying they
Baron
shouldn't
Corbin
in this
close
case. Yeah, they definitely would. I just don't think they will. I hope they don't. Yeah, we got what? We got another week. Another week before we find out.
hopefully it's another week. That's just
What
us
if it goes
speculating.
past the pay-per-view and they still try to stretch it?
We're done. I think
gotta
the
write
audience
this
is going to tap out. I think the general consensus, and Triple H is trying to give into the hardcore audience with the Easter eggs. We're going to literally rebel against him if he doesn't give it to us by Extreme Rules, because it's like, dude, nah, don't keep doing this till Survivor Series. I'm not trying to see White Rabbit in Saudi, bro. Come on, man. Don't do this to me.
Nah.
Yo, the Saudi rabbit is crazy.
I'm sure it would be fire.
Yeah. Survivor Series is too long, man. It has to happen next week because they've been doing this for how long? A few weeks, 3 weeks now. I mean,
Look at our attention spans. Look what happened to us. Look at technology. Look what it did. Something that lasts a couple of weeks. Like, yo, fam, it's taking too long. Look at us. Look what happened.
No, honestly, it really is happening. I really seen it.
Yeah.
I salute them to it, though. It's been pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, like Book said. Yeah,
Young Law. So
Yo, my topic this week, fellas, just looking at all the booths that are going around the companies, some of the best announced teams of all time. Straight up. They could be current, could be past, 4-man group, 2-man group, 3-man group. I'm going to say mine in an honorary mention. My favorite 2-man group, pause, would probably be, or even if I do a large collection for the announced team, I would say I like the pairing of Michael Cole and Taz on SmackDown. That was very good. I like that era. That was fun. Well, here comes the bird. And then you got the Michael Cole screaming Undertaker and Lesnar and Angle, that whole SmackDown 6 era. I really like that. And then my honorable mentions, Mike Tenay, Don West. You know, I'm a loyal Impact Wrestling guy. TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. You already know I've been rocking. I'm going to say Mike Tenay, Don West. I hope Don West is all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through a lot of health complications. Mike Tenay, the WCW legend. They held and carried TNA Impact through the whole entire beginning. So I would say they're definitely my honorary mentions for the top announced team. You know what I'm saying? It was calling some great matches. Look at some of the old joints from TNA Impact during that era. You hit some of the good, you know. Don West was a little obnoxious, but Mike Tenay always had it on point. So that's why they're honorary and not my top first. So who y'all got? What's y'all pick? Hey, yo.
All right, I'm going Paul Heyman and JR. I like Paul Heyman and
that was
Paul
a good
Heyman
era.
and yeah. They were only together, might have even been less than a year in WWE. They were on commentary for a little bit in WCW before both of them got there. But that little let's call it a year and a half. They did Mania, whatever that period of time that
I like that.
that Jerry Lawler was fired.
Didn't even think about that for a second. That's crazy. I forgot about that duo.
Loved it. Cause like yo, Heyman is the dude that gets under everybody's skin,
Yes.
and JR is the dude that overreacts to everything. So that pair was fucking hilarious to me.
You know what's crazy, bro? I like the Invasion era. People shit on the Invasion era, but I actually like the Invasion era because I watched it live every.
Yeah, two things could be true about that era. They could have done better, but it really wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like with what they had.
What more could they have done?
Yeah, the only thing they could have done was wait out some of those contracts, like Hogan, like the NWO, Goldberg, like a lot of those big names. The reason they didn't come over is because they were still getting paid, because they were still on them old Turner contracts. So they just stayed home and got paid. Who wouldn't do that? You know what I'm saying? When you're at that age, you got mad injuries, and these dudes ain't really coming in.
You almost forget that Goldberg had a year off, Hogan had a year off.
Yep.
Now a lot of these
That's
guys,
why they didn't come back around until the following, No Way Out in WrestleMania, when they had the Rock and Hogan and all those matches. But that's why they weren't part of the Invasion. But other than that, like, it wasn't as bad as people. It was just that people were automatically going straight to those dream matches, Goldberg versus Austin, and they were automatically going to them shits, and they ain't happen. But yeah, so JR and Heyman, and my runner-up is going to be Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino during ROH. Love them.
throwback.
Every time Steve Corino yelled out super kick, it was fire to me. I yelled it too. It was fire. Good era.
Sketchy audio. Yeah, I remember those times.
Yeah. Mad clipping.
Oh my God, so much static. It just sounded like there was static in there as he's screaming in the headphone. I remember those ROH. I had many of ROH DVDs with Austin Aries on the cover, Samoa Joe on the cover, CM Punk on the cover, Final Battle, Death Before Dishonor. I was copping ROH DVDs, bro.
You still got them?
I still got them. They're in my storage unit, but I definitely have them though.
I mean, you might got to talk.
Bro, I have. That's insane, bro. It's like I literally remember seeing them not too long ago. Like, wow, I have Final Battle like 2005 on DVD with like Austin Aries as the champion. It's crazy. Wow, I know.
Okay,
Ron, who you got?
What you got, Ron?
Shoot. And I'm gonna steal your answer for the run for honorable mention. The other guys I have is for this era right now is Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. Man, Pat McAfee came through and did what he did. My favorite thing with him was him and the Nakamura entrance, man, jamming on Michael Cole's head.
Yeah, jumping up on the table and all that.
Yep. Word, man, hilarious. And they got a good dynamic, man. So I'm feeling them.
Yo, you can easily say that Pat McAfee has brought the best out of Michael Cole.
Oh, facts.
Like, Michael Cole wasn't as entertaining without Pat McAfee, so that's a good duo.
Pat McAfee brought out the best in WWE product, just being Pat McAfee and being present on television.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Man. Good on the mic and good in the ring too, man. So
good hand, man. I definitely think Pat McAfee great in WWE. Who Pat?
And
my favorite. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you weren't done. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. So my favorite all-time announcing team is Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, man.
The classic.
Definitely classic. They had a good dynamic. Jerry Lawler screaming puppies every goddamn week. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but it was hilarious, and it was like one of those
greatest times of our lives, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
It's the times when I got into wrestling, man. So it's like that's just a memory I hold in my brain forever, man. So yeah, man. There you go.
Yeah.
What you got, Boog?
Boog, do not say JBL and Jim Ross, man. Don't get JBL as his commentator.
No, my favorite of all time. To be honest with you, this is probably gonna catch you guys off guard, but this is what I remember this guy for. I all this other shit going on now, I feel I just want to forget. But if you guys remember, like I remember Gorilla Monsoon and Vince McMahon back when we were growing up, their voices were, you hear Vince McMahon's voice, you know you're watching something. You know what I mean? You heard Gorilla Monsoon's voice, you knew it was official. I could never say anybody's better than those two just because of that. My runner-up, and this is a crazy runner-up, you probably won't even expect this, but Mauro Ranallo era NXT was fire, yo.
Yeah.
He was going crazy, yo.
Good choice.
I'm gonna have to say that for my runner-up.
Oh, man.
Yo, I saw a video of Mauro Ranallo. They had they soloed his audio out. It was like a couple of takeovers. So you can go on YouTube and see they soloed him out. He was with 2 other commentators, and all you hear is him. And he's just reacting to everything. It's like a 5, 6, 7 minute clip of him just going.
Like they're not even present. They're just like,
yeah, like you don't hear them. They're commenting, but you don't hear none of that. You just see him standing up. You see him, clutching his papers. He's throwing pencils. He's turning over the audio. It's tremendous. Like, when you talk about somebody that brought as much as nobody brought as much that level of enthusiasm.
I rock Ronaldo, man. He's dope.
I've been hearing rumblings that there might be a chance that he comes back, maybe does some special events or something like that.
The WWE Impact or AEW, because he's a free agent. Okay.
I'm not mad at
he's
that.
going to WWE.
Keep him away from JBL, man. That's it.
Yo, I'll snuff JBL for Morrow.
No abuse. No abuse.
Facts.
National treasure. We need him.
Word up.
This is the Ringside Club, honestly. This has been a good. We needed to get this off, man. We had content we got to get out. We touched base on a lot of that was going on this past week. Our prediction show is coming up next week, fellas. I hope y'all are ready for it, because I'm certainly ready. It's going to be a vibe. I'm defending the championship, the Ringside Club Heavyweight Prediction Championship, and we're debuting the Around the Rings Predictions Championship for Bound for Glory. We got 2 shows, Bound for Glory and Extreme Rules. So it's going to be a good show next week. Make sure y'all tune in.
I have our exit survey if anybody's interested.
What is it, my good sir?
What it do?
All right, well, if there was one finisher that you would rather die than take,
holy shit,
what is it?
Owen Hart's pile driver.
Okay.
I'd rather die than break my neck, bro.
That's deep, bro. You'd rather die than be a vegetable. That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I'll just shoot me.
Okay. All right, it's a fatal way to go out. Ron, what you got?
Damn, bug. Probably Tombstone.
Pile driver, protect your neck.
Yeah, definitely don't want to break my neck.
Ron said I'm not getting 69 by a grown white man.
Mine's easy. I don't know why nobody thought of this. I'm not taking Yokozuna's finisher ever.
What's that? What's Yokozuna's finisher again?
The bonsai drop.
The bonsai.
Yo, you see, there's some stories they were talking about, like, if he didn't fuck with you, because there's a way he could protect.
Took a shit on you, dog.
Nah, there's a way that he could protect and not let all that 600 pounds on your chest. But if he ain't fuck with you, it's over.
That shit look like it.
Chest cavity.
Shit, didn't Rikishi do the same thing? Definitely
Rikishi shit was.
So
he was putting his ass.
I'm gonna go
on
with
your face.
Yeah,
stink face.
You know what? I might. Yeah, that might be my second choice.
You can't come outside. How I'm gonna go back?
I'm
can't
done.
come outside after that man had his ass in your face.
That's mine. That's mine right there. I'm not letting Rikishi or no grown man put their yams in my face like that. Man, it's not going down, bro. I don't care what's happening, man. You might as well just go ahead and put my head up against the turnbuckle and then just curb stomp me right into it, because I'm not even gonna let Rikishi put his whole crack in my face after just being sweaty.
Yo, Chad Law said, and this is some real shit, he would rather have his skull driven into the ground by Seth Rollins than get stink faced.
No, 100%. I don't need Rikishi's ass in my like that. You get the whole crack pulls. They be wilding on that shit. So, and looking back at that, I've been on a 2000s Raw binge, SmackDown binge. Rikishi was wilding with that stink face, man. And the crowd,
Rikishi was wilding, but whoever said, "Yeah, I'm taking it," was.
Yo, the crowd ate it up every time, son. He couldn't wait to just go ahead and put his fucking. Yo, man, it's a dastardly.
And now his sons and nephew are the rulers of the free world. Look at God, man. Look at God. This is the Ringside Club.
Won't he do it?
Before we sign off,
San Diego.
Before we sign off, 2023, 2024. If I get Roman Reigns spearing Rikishi after he attempts to stink face somebody because he's not getting the bloodline embarrassed, I think I could literally I could just go into cardiac arrest after that one, because that would be insane turn of events. To see even Roman Reigns spear Rikishi out of the bloodline. Crazy. But you never know what could happen. This is the Ringside Club. You already know where to find us.
Rest in peace, Betty White.
10.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Episode
Get
10.
the fuck out of here.
We gone.
Peace.